Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's relationship may have been ruined by their son Rocky. The stars, who are known for their extreme levels of affection, may have encountered a problem when it comes to the activities that they engage in while they are in the bedroom, a new report claimed. The attraction between them is still there, but they're not throwing themselves at each other or packing on the PDA nearly as much as they used to, and it's been a tough adjustment for Travis, an unnamed source told In Touch Weekly. He can be quite needy and insecure with Kourtney, and he gets a lot of reassurance from their marathon sessions, the anonymous insider went on. It would appear that the couple, who had tied the knot in 2022, had a heightened level of anxiety following the birth of their son in November of 2023. Now that Kourtney's got a new baby, she simply can't keep up with his energy in the bedroom. She's exhausted a lot of the time and just not in the mood the way she used to be, the undisclosed informant told the entertainment news outlet. However, she would prefer snuggle a lot of the time than go at it like rabbits, which is something that Travis has had a hard time understanding. The confidant stated that the star of the Kardashians is still just as into him and completely in love with him. Despite the fact that the drummer for Blink-182 has allegedly made an effort to appreciate things from her perspective and refrain from exerting pressure, there is no doubt that this has resulted in some strain in the relationship, it continued. In addition to the stress that comes with parenting a child, Kourtney is also having trouble maintaining strong ties with her 3 other children, Mason, who is 14 years old, Penelope, who is 12 years old, and Rain, who is 9 years old, but she shares with her ex-boyfriend Scott Disick. During the Kardashians Season 5, it was revealed that Penelope, Rain, and Rocky followed their mother and stepfather on a trip to Australia. However, Mason chose to remain at home and take care of his family. It doesn't help that they've had this drama with Mason choosing to live with Scott over them. Kourtney tries to cover it up, but she's heartbroken over it and blaming herself, and that's not exactly putting her in the mood for intimacy, the tipster stated. The divide Kourtney has caused between herself and her kids as of late. Scott knows that Mason didn't want to go on vacation with his mom because of Travis. Before Travis came along, Scott and Kourtney were vacationing together with the kids not as a couple, but as friends who were both dedicated to their kids. This is obviously not going to happen again, and Scott thinks that Travis should not have a problem with family vacations if he was comfortable in his marriage, the Tatler claimed. Instead of doing co-parenting the way that they used to, Scott believes that she is creating a deeper divide between herself and her kids with Scott, the spy went on. Kourtney Kardashian jetted off to England last week to support her husband Travis Barker while he tours with Blink-182, and it truly is turning out to be a family affair. The reality TV star and wellness entrepreneur and the musician were joined not only by their baby boy Rocky 13 Barker, almost 10 months old, but also Travis' son Landon Barker. After Blink-182 performed at Reading Festival on day 1, August 23, preceding an appearance at Leeds Festival in the following days, the couple were spotted walking about festival grounds with Landon, 20, in tow, and they looked like quite the cohesive unit. The young musician reposted photos of the family shared on social media and wrote alongside it, "Had to hit a mog on you guys," tagging Kourtney and Travis. Kourtney shared the same on her own Instagram stories and added, "twinning," with a few heart emojis. As it turns out, it wasn't just Kourtney, Travis, and Landon twinning with their looks, but baby Rocky as well, as the Lemmy founder shared snippets previously on her Instagram of the newborn's adorable North Face wool camo onesie, complete with cat ears. While Rocky has jetted off with his parents on several occasions to various locales around the world, often to support his father on tour, Kourtney expressed her worries about the constant jet-setting on an episode of The Kardashians ahead of a trip to Australia. "I'm starting to get a bit of anxiety about going to Australia," she told her sisters and her mom Chris, stating her concern about him being photographed by paparazzi mere months after he was born last November. "Rocky hasn't been seen, and in California there's a law that if I don't show the baby's face, the paparazzi have to blur his image, but in Australia there are supposedly no paparazzi laws, so they can take a photo and sell their image. Even knowing we're going on a plane with a lot of people, I'm feeling really protective. It's a lot to think about," Kourtney continued. "I don't feel ready to go out of my blissful baby bubble and back into the world." The mom of 4 explained that Travis in particular was quite protective over Rocky. "Travis is protective over the baby, so even when we walk down the street he says to bring security because there are loose dogs and coyotes and there are mountain lions. He feels the same way about me getting on a plane without him for the first flight. Thankfully, however, Rocky was safely able to get overseas and has since continued his young jet-setter life.